since nobody could hear me on the other one that I just did. So when you come on, let me know if you can hear me okay. I'm just stop that live and coming back since you guys couldn't hear me. So let's try it again. Let's try it again. I took my kiddos to the park and did some mail. My mom owns her own company and it is clearing up credits. So me and my two sisters, we learned how to do it. So we, when a friend has like an issue with their credit, so like a repo, an eviction, credit card, like all that stuff, they'll call us and we'll work on like my friends will call me or my cousin or whatever and I'll work on it for them. But like I absolutely hate doing it. Um, it's just kind of like that tug of war where you just have to like figure out what the spot is to get it off. Like sometimes it comes off right away and sometimes it takes months. So it just really depends. So yeah, I went and got the mail and then I got some stuff in the mail that I had to work on credit wise. So yeah, that's kind of what I got going on right now. And I've been applying to a bunch of jobs um, in order to um, in order to get this dental work done, the TMJ issue. If you're new here, welcome. Kind of talk about like a variety of things. Um, about 8 months off, 7 or 8 months off of benzodiazepine, clonazepam, and my hair is all wet. Clonazepam to Valium, and then off. And then before that, I was tapering amitriptyline as well. So yeah, I'm just working through some health problems and just jumping on here and talking to you guys. It just helps because I feel very alone right now. Um, feel really frustrated, alone, all that stuff. So I felt like I would just jump on and just see what you guys are up to. Usually by like the 5 minute mark, people start jumping on. Hello, Kristen. I'm here, sick and alone too. I'm so sorry. Are you off completely? Oh, I'm glad you can hear me now. Okay. Thank you for coming back. Lizwan, hello. Shivam, Shivam, hello. What about, okay. Come on, guys. Don't leave like crude comments. Just, uh, okay, let's see. So if you guys want to tell me your story, mine is like a brief description was on amitriptyline. Well, had postpartum depression and anxiety, was put on a benzo. By the time the postpartum was over, which usually lasts a couple months, I've had 3 kids. So with the first two, it lasted about 2 months. And then by the time felt like I was good with the postpartum anxiety, I realized that I couldn't just come off the benzo. I was pretty scared. And so it took me about 7 years to build up the courage. But my doctor put me on amitriptyline. She said that it would make the benzodiazepine withdrawal easier. Um, what I ended up doing was simultaneously coming off of one and then tapering another, then tapering this one, then tapering this one, and just going back and forth. And it's been about 7 or 8 months since I've been off of all of it. Kristen, no, still have at least a year and a half. Oh wow. So you're still tapering? What was the amount that you were on at the start of your taper? Hello, Shavam. Hello, Andrea. Hey there. Have a good night. You too. Thanks for being here. Yahweh is there's yeah, Yahweh, um, Yeshua and Yahweh is um is God. Allah, I'm not sure. I know that's a type of God, but like in a different religion, but in Christianity it's that. Yes, 2 milligrams, but tapered down to 1 milligram too quickly and started tapering the last 1 milligram last August. Um, is it Xanax? Is it 1 milligram of Xanax? Buzzman. No, it's just my bed frame behind me. Oh, no, okay. Okay. Well, I'm hoping that the rest goes relatively smooth for you. It's kind of a shit show to go through, and I am so sorry. I was addicted to meth a couple years ago. So, how did you come off of meth? Is there like a tapering thing to come off of that? Like when you come off of like heroin and meth and stuff, do you taper or is it cold turkey like every time? I know. I try to block spammers. I can't stand it. I try to do it. Oh, you went to rehab? Okay. See, I went to rehab at the beginning of my there we go. At the beginning of my taper. I went to a rehab and it didn't go so well. I do have that in my first video. I have like complete details from start to finish. In my first video talks about when I went to rehab. Yeah, they tried to up my dose like significantly. Um, okay, now I remove. You need. I went to rehab. Yes. So how was rehab for you? I don't know how thick the wall is behind me. I don't know. It's a regular house. This is my bed. This is my bed. That's the wall. I don't know how thick it is. Matthew, hello. It's been about 7 or 8 months. I think we're going on 8 months since I've had any antidepressant, which is the amitriptyline, and any benzodiazepines, which was clonazepam, switched over to Valium, and then came off of that. So it's been about 8 months since I've had anything. It was tough. I'm going to say the first, for me, everybody's very different. Some people will have no withdrawal, some people will have withdrawal for years. It's so different. But for me, the first 4 months were horrific. It was awful. And once I got down to 2 milligrams of Valium, I went off of it. So I did get pretty low. But it was really, really awful for 4 months. I had, the hot and cold sweats. I had the tremors. I had the brain fog, the irritability. I mean, I was mad at everybody. I would lay in bed and just feel like my feet have to move, my hands have to move. I couldn't breathe. I couldn't catch my breath. It was really, really, really difficult. There's so many more symptoms, but it was for the first 4 months, it was really bad. Thank you, Matthew. How about you? Were you on anything? Thank you so much. Yeah, I don't ever plan on taking those medications anymore. My doctor did prescribe me gabapentin and Seroquel to help with the insomnia because the insomnia was so, so bad. If you have gone through it, you know that the insomnia is so bad. And but the Seroquel, um, I'm just throwing away. The gabapentin I took for a little bit. I think I take like 1 milligram, 100 milligrams at night with trazodone, but I'm just gonna get rid of that. Um, and that was like for the pain that you feel during it. But I do take 100 milligrams of trazodone at night. In the next month, once I start getting my TMJ under control, um, I need a couple different things before they'll do the splint. It's called a not a spirit, a spark. It's called a spark. And what it does is it helps with your bite while it moves your teeth into a better spot. But I do have some work I have to do before they'll do that. Um, and I think that really creates a lot of frustration because I can't get it quick enough. I just feel so miserable and I can't get it quick enough. And so it just makes me depressed, I guess. When you need something because you feel so shitty, you need something and you can't get it quick enough. Lucas, thank you for everything. You are awesome to me. Every day you make me smile. Every day you are so awesome to me. Thank you so much, Lucas. I really appreciate that. Let me know your guys' story. When I did end up going to rehab, I noticed that it wasn't until day 5 that I felt absolutely shitty. It took about 5 days for me. It is difficult. It's a difficult journey. Keep your mind in a safe place. Thank you, Matthew. I have a heart murmur. Oh my goodness, I'm sorry. Yeah, when you have health reasons, it's hard to come off of a medication. And when you have like a medical issue, it's really, really, really terrifying to be honest. But I'm just doing YouTube and I'm just doing things that I can put all this frustration and all this sadness and into a video and maybe something I say will help somebody. Like I I've heard people that go through like benzodiazepine and they'll say something and it'll just make me feel like okay. Just in the moment I'll just feel like okay. Like I feel better. So, I think that's all you can do is just lean on other people. Um I lean on my husband a lot and I don't want to do that because I just feel frustrated with myself. I don't want to I'm just over it. I'm over talking about it. I'm over feeling it. I'm just over it. Just over it. I know you guys feel the same way. I know you guys do. But it is what it is. Like I woke up this morning and like I just felt like shit. But if I could ask you guys a favor, um I am trying to get some work done so that I can get that splint where they can move my jaw around and relieve the pressure in my ears, relieve the pressure in my jaw. If you guys would, I have a give, send, go in my description. I had it in my last one. I'll put it in after this video is done. But it's just like a GoFundMe, give, send, go. If you guys wouldn't mind just posting it on your social media, I'd be so appreciative. I'm trying to do this without I'm trying to do this without without waiting years. So if you can't, no big deal. But if you can and you wouldn't mind posting it, then that would be great. Thank you. Don't be sad when you have to be happy more. I just felt like at the start of this whole benzodiazepine journey, being sad is just kind of like the mood I'm in most. Oh, I'm yawning a ton. If you guys wouldn't mind, hit that thumbs up button if you do like the content. Not only that's good, Lucas. Not only should do we talk about like benzodiazepine withdrawal, but I have some people in here who are going through opiate withdrawal. Some people are going through um, heroin, meth, just an array of different things. So, if you guys are going through an array of things, just know that this channel is I was going through antidepressant withdrawal and benzo, but that's not 100% of all we talk about. I have a mom who doesn't care about me, and it's hard right now for me. Oh, Lucas. Wow. How old are you, if you don't mind my asking? Just wish life wasn't so hard sometimes. Oh, 18. Oh, wow. Do you live at home with your mom? Sometimes our loved ones, they don't know how to help us, I guess. And sometimes they get frustrated and kind of push away. My mother isn't the greatest peach either. Oh, really? I'm sorry, you guys. No, you don't live with her? Yeah, it can be really tough. I think in life, it's just such an up and down journey that it's hard. It's really hard. I don't want my hair to dry frizzy. But I think that rehab was like a good try when you are going to cut back on medication, especially if it's like um alcohol or um like heroin or something like that. Benzodiazepine, it wasn't great for that. They just wanted to like get me all crazy on that. Hello, James. How are you doing? Yeah, I'm okay. I'm just, I just get really frustrated. And when I'm really frustrated, instead of like being downstairs with the family, I kind of come up here, make a video, just talk, and just try to be okay. And right now, it's hard, like I'm dealing with some serious, like some health things, and I'm just really frustrated that treatment isn't happening right now. Um, So I just get really frustrated because I wanna be able to do it, and, if you are in that situation where it's thousands of dollars, you have to be patient, but when you're in pain, it's hard to be patient. So it's just yeah, it's just in a mood, just trying to deal with things. What saved me was my friends. Having a close support system is key to moving forward day by day. I completely agree, Matthew. James, you're in Portugal. Very nice. No, I'm not. I have been married for 18 no, I've been with my husband for 18 years. We've been married for 14. 14. We've been married for 14 years. We've been together for 18 years. Yes. Yes, I am. Let me fix it. I'm just gonna hold it like that. Yeah, been a long time. I met him when I was 21, and the rest is history. Hello, Sarah. I am 60 years old and I have a doctor who isn't helping me with all the serious chronic health issues that have me in bed 24/7, too weak, underweight, nauseated, isolated, no friends left, no family. What, if you don't mind my asking, Sarah, what what do you have? What's going on? Why would your friends leave and your family leave if you're going through, a chronic health condition? Wow, that's I'm so sorry. Yeah, like, what do you have and why would they just leave you like that? I have special needs and my mom doesn't care about me, and I have another brother who is on drugs right now. It's hard life. Yeah, life is hard. Life is really hard. Where's your hubby? He's downstairs with the kiddos. Um, yeah, he's down there with the kids. Hello, COPD and gastropre Okay, yeah, those ones are definitely hard. Did when you're feeling so much, like, pain and discomfort, I really feel like it's hard to be happy and, like, people get tired of it, and they tend to kinda walk away, and it really, really freaking sucks, like, it really sucks. Um, yeah, sure, James. I have some of my good friends on here. There's, like, a handful of people, Mary, Tara, Donna Marie, Iris, um, I have literally, like, 10 people that I talk to regularly on here, and I really feel like they always pop on, and I absolutely love that, and there's some other people that I can't remember their yeah, there's about, like, 10. I named, like, 4, so if I didn't name you, I'm so sorry, I'm just throwing out the names on the that just came to me really quick. Hey, I got a question for you guys. So, off the subject, what do you guys think about this whole Mpox thing? Do you feel like it's going to turn into a lockdown? I just want to hear your guys' input because I'm hearing a lot about it. Yeah, no family left alive and no friends left. I have no appetite, no hunger, barely walk with a walker now. Ugh. Doctor isn't switching me to diazepam to withdraw. Doctor won't switch me to diazepam to withdraw, and I am not a and I'm not doing good. So are you trying to go through, benzodiazepine withdrawal, Sarah? Oh, okay, okay. So I've gotten this question a lot. Like, people ask me, like, "Why did you wanna come off of it?" Um, if you don't mind, can I ask you that? Why do you wanna come off of it if it might help with your other conditions? See, I wanted to come off of it because I only needed it for postpartum issues, for anxiety and depression when I was pregnant, or actually after, I didn't take it when I was pregnant. But I took it after when I was in the heat of my postpartum. But then I didn't need it. I never had anxiety issues other than that. Um, so if you think it helps maybe with the COPD and the other thing, doctor said I have to. Oh, the doctors oh, that's shit. That they give it to you, you get hooked on it, and then they tell you you have to come off of it. Especially at 60, like, that's really shitty. What if you try to find a different doctor that might listen to you and help you come off go to the Valium and then come off, like, actually listen to you? Because I had to go through a couple different doctors. One of the doctors that I see, she's actually my friend. We worked together. She was the nurse practitioner and I was the esthetician. And so we worked together, but when I stopped working there, she stayed my doctor. But then after, um, I saw a psychiatrist, the person who prescribes medication. Um, But if you need to go to a different person, look at just Google it. I think it's I you can just type in, like, person who prescribes medication, psychiatric, and then they most likely you can kind of talk to them and see if they're on board with, like, things that you wanna do. Because I don't understand why doctors don't listen. They just do what they want, they don't listen. It's hard to say, judging by how COVID went. I feel a lot more people are kind of different pages after the lockdown. You know what? I completely agree. Like, I'm hearing people say it won't happen, and I'm hearing people say, like, "Yeah, it's definitely gonna happen," and I don't know. I'm like, "I gotta get this." So another thing is I'm like, I have a crown on my back tooth that is too high. That might be contributing to my TMJ. So I'm trying to get that done, like, in the next couple days, because if that is the problem, I really want it just done. I want it out and done. And so, like, I'm hearing a lot about the lockdowns, and the first thing that comes to mind is, like, I gotta get this stuff done really, really fast. Like, if we do a lockdown, I'm not gonna be able to do it. So, like, I feel like this, like, rush, this need to do it right now in case it might, like, help me feel better. Been taking it for 5 years, 3 times a day. No doctor around this rural area that will touch benzos in this area. Oh, geez, Sarah, I'm so sorry. That's awful. It's it pisses me off to hear stuff like that. Yeah, I live in a pretty big city, and it's super easy to go hunting for a doctor that'll listen. Like, it's pretty easy, thank goodness. What do you guys think about the possibility of another lockdown? I don't know. One part of me is like, "Nope, it's not gonna happen." The other part is like, "Yeah, it is." Very curious what you guys think. If you're new here, welcome. My name's Erin, and, um, yeah, just, about 8 months out of benzodiazepine withdrawal and antidepressant withdrawal, trying to get my bearings. Hopefully, I can go back to work soon. That is ideal. I shake and sweat constantly. Now so weak, down to 116 pounds. I'm already on lockdown. Wow, I can't function. I am so sorry to hear that. If I can do anything, let me know if I could pray for you. I would like to if you would like me to do that, I can do that. If you guys wouldn't mind, if you could hit the like button, it would be so helpful. I feel it must be difficult in the United States for getting medical treatment needed. It is. If you have money, um, if you have money to spare, it's not. But if you don't, if you are middle class or low or whatever, you can't get it. Um, you know, the dentist wants all of it up front, and I'm like, yeah, no, I can do payments. So it's just simple things like that. They don't want to deal with payments. They want it all up front. Can you hear me now? What would something like that cost? Are you talking about TMJ? My TMJ treatment, what's that gonna cost? I'm barely making it to pay rent, can't afford a doctor without insurance, and insurance in this rural area don't help me. 911 turned me away. Okay. This is dying. The microphone is dying. Um, I don't know what you guys could hear or not. Can you hear me okay? So once I do the maintenance on my teeth, then I'm going to do the spark. It's going to pull my teeth out. It's going to pull my jaw out forward, and it's going to reposition my teeth so that I don't have the jaw problems. And that alone, without the dental work, is going to be $8,500. So once I get the dental work, that's going to be, crowns are not cheap. That's going to be 70 something, 7,500. Once I get that done, then I can do the appliance. That's going to be 8,500. So in order to get out of pain, I have to do all of this stuff. Not all of this stuff. There's a couple things that I need. Um, but I can't do the TMJ treatment until I get that done. And then the TMJ treatment is a whole other cost in itself. So it's just, if you have money, you're good. You can get it all done in the same day, you're good. If you don't have money to throw at things, then you're looking at, if you can get a loan. If you can't, then many different doctors don't do payment plans. They just, sorry. And then what gets me is like, the fact that she doesn't do a payment plan and stuff. They were like, oh, you could call her day or night. Um, she really cares, and you can call her, and she'll be there. And I'm thinking to myself, so what am I gonna do? I'm gonna call her and tell her how much pain I'm in, and she's gonna listen to me cry, but she won't do a payment plan for me? That makes no sense. I'm not gonna call her and talk to her about it when there's no payment plan and she won't do the work. So I was just like, okay, that's makes no sense. That's like your parents being able to like give you a house and be like, well, you can't come live with me, but if you need anything and you need me to listen to you, and then you call your parents, I'm homeless, da da da, and them being like, you can call me anytime, but then they're not going to give you a place to stay. It's just, I find it like, if your doctor's like, I'm here for you, I am here for you. No, you're not. I'm not asking you to do it for free, but like you won't even do a payment plan for me. And it's one of those treatments that they have to see you. It's like braces. So they have to see you every month. So if you don't pay, they stop treatment. So it's not even like it's they can stop treatment on you if you don't pay. So it's not even like they're doing it and then you could just walk out on the bill. You can't. That was just a little vent. I feel helpless and hopeless. I definitely know how you feel, Sarah. Um, I feel like that a lot. Mine was benzos and now it's this pain. Um, I wish we had a way of helping each other out. I really do. I think just being on these videos is just the only thing we could do. Yes, Matthew. It sounds very hypocritical. Like when they're like, I'm not gonna lie, when they were reading me like the bill and this and that, and the fact that she doesn't accept payments, I started crying because I'm just like, and then she said one of her patients had in 2020, it took her 4 years to handle all of her dental work and get the appliance, but now she's great. And I'm like, 4 years of it? And she's like, but now she's great. And I'm like, and then when they said the doctor will like listen if you need to call her and you need to like talk to her and she's there to listen and I'm just like, no. Because what I need is like a payment plan and a treatment, a payment plan. That's what I need. I don't need you to listen to me. I don't need to cry to you. So yeah, Matthew, I completely agree. It's very hypocritical. Like, you can't be a doctor and say, I mean, I would have rather them not even said, like, she's there for her patients. She's, like, just don't say that. Because if she won't do a payment plan for me, then she's not there for me. She's there for the money. She is. She's there for the money. Because if I'm not paying her one lump sum for her to do treatment, that's what she's there for. So they called me a couple of days ago and they were like, just checking in on you if you want to get started. And I'm like, I want to get started. I do. I can't get started. And the girl was like, the office girl was like, well, let me talk to her and see if she normally doesn't do payments, but let me just talk to her and see if she would do that and blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, okay, well, I'm like, to be honest with you, I'm going back to my old dentist to handle the stuff at like a third of the cost. Like a deep cleaning, is after my insurance, I have to pay $500. That's for everything. That's for my whole mouth at $500 for deep cleaning. She wants $2,000. $2,000. And I was like, to be honest with you, I'm going back to my old dentist because not only do they take my insurance, it's like $500 for that and not $2,000. So I'm just like, to be honest with you, no, I'm not going to do that. And I'm like, but I do want to come to her for my TMJ because she, not only does she specialize in it, but she teaches it. So she's an instructor. So I'm like, but I'm not going to pay, I can't pay $8,500 lump sum. And I'm not going to save for 2 years to do it. Like, I need to do treatment. So I was just like, to be honest, I'm going back to my old dentist. I'm going to get the stuff that I need to get done. And then if there's an orthodontist that will do what I need to do and he will do payment plans. And she's like, well, let me see if she'll do payment plans for you. And I'm like, okay, if she doesn't, I'm just going to have to go to the ortho that my kids go to that will do payment plans. Because like, yeah, because I need this. And I can't go back to work without it because, yeah, it's fucking awful. Sorry for my cussing. It sounds like the situation, but having but having to do with palliative care, I need in my, you're in palliative care? I need to do in my apartment. Only will do video visits. How can that help? Okay, so you're in palliative care. Correct? You're doing palliative care. I would look up Medicaid for your state. And if you're having a hard time with rent and stuff, there are things, if you can get Medicaid, there are a lot of different things that they could do with that. If you can qualify for Medicaid, you can hire someone to come into your house. There's a lot of things they could do for you. So let me know if you're on disability and stuff, you should qualify for Medicaid. It might be called something different in your state. I think it's just like state assistance, government assistance. Exactly. I have half of my teeth gone. I get it. Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, I told them I was just gonna pull out all my teeth and just get dentures, and they were like, yeah, but that has its own, because I don't have any missing teeth. I have all of my teeth, like every single one of them. I was like, I'll pull them out and get dentures. Like, I'm over this shit. And they're like, well, then that has its own issues. We are a number. Yeah, we sure are. We freaking sure are. I can imagine. Yeah, I am supposed to have palliative care. Oh, you have Medicaid. How do I hire if there is no aid in the area? Oh, that I don't know. I know here it's called something. It's like somethingcare.com. And if you have Medicaid, you can hire friends or family or a company to come out and help. So if you have Medicaid, you should have like insurance, and get your prescriptions and get your medical. You can go see doctors. That's the good thing about Medicaid. And then if you talk to them, they could put you on the list for housing, like really, really affordable housing. I looked and found no one in this rural area. Wow, there's no nurses or nothing? So you have palliative care, but you don't, because nobody's there to do it. You must live in a really, really, really rural area. That's crazy. I've always lived in a city. I was born in the city I live in, and it's a big city. So I don't know. Like, I've never ever come across that. You're supposed to have it. I would call them up and make sure that you get your medical, make sure you get your prescriptions paid for. You can go see doctors, talk to them about the housing so you could get into a housing, like way cheap a housing. Here it's called Section 8 housing. All right, guys, I'm gonna get off. I gotta blow dry my hair before it gets fuzzy. And then I gotta go cook some dinner. Hold on. Gotta cook some dinner for the fam. I'm not in the mood. But thanks for hanging out with me, guys. I will see you guys. You have a wonderful evening, too. I will see you guys. I'll be back Monday, 12 o'clock Pacific time. My hair is fuzzy already. All right, bye, guys.